Managing dozens of color variations across a website can quickly turn into chaos. You tweak one shade and then chase another, and before you know, you are adjusting colors instead of building a page. Divify solves this problem by letting you create semantic color roles using Relative HSL, so your entire palette stays consistent, flexible, and easy to maintain. In this video, I will show you how semantic color role work and how HSL makes color relationships predictable and how to build a complete system in Divify using primary, warning, error, success, and info colors. And by the end, you will have a color setup that scales effortlessly across your website. Now, if you want to deep dive and learn more about this topic, then we have created a complete blog post with all screenshots and examples, and we are going to link that in the video description below. So once you are done with this video, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and check out our blog post. I'm sure you will find it really helpful. So what are semantic color roles? Now, semantic color roles organize colors by purpose, not by appearance. Instead of naming color red, blue, or green, you name them primary, warning, error, success, or info. This removes guesswork from the design decisions. When you need an error color, you don't hunt for a red color you have used before. You simply use the error color role. Every error message, alert banner, and validation stays consistent because they all refer the same variable. And this creates a shared language for designers, developers, and client, making project easier to maintain and hand off. HSL and relative colors explained. Now, HSL stands for hue, saturation, and lightness. Like RGB, HSL mirrors how we think about colors. Hue defines the color itself. Saturation controls the intensity, and lightness adjusts the brightness of the color. Take this a step further. Instead of creating each shade manually, you build variation based on a single base color. Darker, lighter, or muted version all refer the same root. You change the base color once and every relative variation updates automatically. This keeps relationships intact and eliminates manual cleanup later. Using HSL color in Divify. Now, Divify brings HSL color directly into the color picker. Click any color field and you will see hue, saturation, and lightness slider available instantly. You can make a hover state darker by lowering lightness, or soften a background by reducing saturation, or maybe fine-tune contrast in real time. Also shows visual markers on the color swatches so you can instantly tell which color are static and which are connected to variables or modified with HSL. And this makes it super easy to audit your system as your site grows. Now, to build your own structured palette, go ahead and open Divify Variable Manager and head to the Color tab. Start by defining your base color first as a variable. Then create a new variable that refers it. Using the HSL filter, adjust lightness or saturation to create darker, lighter, or softer variations. And make sure you name each one clearly, such as primary hover or primary background. These new colors remain linked to the original one. Now, once you update the base color, every variation shifts automatically across your site, building a semantic color palette. Now let's assemble a full semantic system. Let's start with your primary color first. This color will represent your brand and drives main actions like button highlights. Go ahead and set it as your foundation. Next, let's create a warning color using yellow or orange tones. This color should stand apart from your brand color and communicate cautions clearly. Add an error color or failure to destructive actions, typically a strong red version. Then add a success color, usually green, to signal completion or positive states. And then finally, add an info color, often a calm blue tone, for a neutral message and helpful notifications. Each role has a distinct purpose, and that purpose remains consistent everywhere it is used, creating lighter and darker variations. Now, each semantic color needs variations. Buttons need hover states, backgrounds need softer tints, and alerts need emphasis without overpowering content. Now, using Relative HSL, we can create lighter background versions by increasing lightness, hover state by reducing lightness, and accent version by increasing saturation. Repeat this process for primary, secondary, warning, error, success, and info shades. And remember, clear naming is the key here. Label like primary hover or error background make intent obvious and prevent confusion later. Now with semantic color roles and relative HSL, color management becomes effortless. You can make decisions faster because every color has a job. Maintenance becomes trivial because updates ripple through the entire site. Scaling becomes safe because new pages automatically inherit consistent styling. And whenever a rebrand happens, you change the base color once and the entire palettes adapt instantly. No more hunting hex codes or second guessing contrast. Semantic color roles combined with relative HSL turns Divify into a powerful color management system. It's clear, faster, and more reliable than manual color tweaking. If you want a palette that actually works as your site grows, this approach is the foundation. For a complete walkthrough with screenshots and examples, make sure you check out the blog post that we are going to link in the video description below and start building your semantic color system in Divify today. And if you like this video, then make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends and community. And for more such videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. That's it for this one. I'll see you in the next video.